Thank you all so much for coming. This morning, we're kicking off with our activist showcase. So for a few minutes each, we've got a range of activist groups, and they're going to come up, tell us about the very good work they're doing. They're very lovely people. You're going to enjoy it. And then afterwards, you can come over to our stalls and have a chat with them, find out a little bit more, and yeah, find out ways to get involved. So do enjoy, and thank you so much.
Hi everyone, my name is Wung. I am from Climate Camp Scotland. We're over there with the big banner, and yeah, we're an autonomous collective trying to organize with all climate activists across Scotland against the fossil fuel industry here in this country. What you probably know is that Scotland has a special responsibility for the climate crisis because we produce most of the oil, we invented the steam engine, we drove all these things on. But what lots of people don't know is that the fossil fuel industry in Scotland is located with those who are most marginalized, the poorest communities across Scotland, and that's what we are trying to do. We go to the places where the fossil fuel industry is strongest, where communities are like at their weakest, and try to organize with local communities, with local resistance groups against the fossil fuel industry, try to make hidden histories, how people have been fucked over by oil and gas visible. And this summer, for example, we were in Aberdeen. We helped the Tory Safe St. Fittick's Park in Tory campaign against the fossil fuel industry with their last green space being taken away by oil and gas. Our idea is also to bring all of the climate movement together once a year, to just like sit down at the bonfire, have workshops, have meals together, think through, strategize, talk through what is critical, what is bad, what is good about the climate movement, and we want to normalize mass direct action against the fossil fuel industry. So this summer, we got over 100 people running through the Aberdeen oil and gas harbour, committing mass civil disobedience and trespass with no arrests made, running through and then fucking off again. The police was helpless. So if you want to learn how to do these things, if you have ideas how to like do workshops, what is important to discuss for the climate movement, come along. Or if you just want to learn how to build compostable toilets, put up really massive tents, that's us. Come join us. Yeah, help us. We take everything, all your ideas, regardless of which group you are in. We want to create one big moment every year for the climate movement, and that's Climate Camp Scotland. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Freya. I'm here from the Stop Rosebank campaign. I don't know if you've heard about Rosebank, but it's a new oil field that the UK government's currently considering approving. It's the biggest undeveloped oil field in the North Sea. So you might remember the campaign to stop the Cambo oil field last year. Rosebank is 3 times bigger than Cambo. It's just west of Shetland. And yeah, we are expecting a decision from the UK government in the next few weeks about whether to let it go ahead. Rosebank's so big that the emissions from burning the oil in it would be equal to the emissions of 28 low-income countries combined. So it's like obviously a really bad idea for it to go ahead, especially given like increasing climate impacts and like increasing urgency of climate science saying that we can't have any new oil and gas to like stay within our climate targets. And yet they're still like thinking of going ahead with it. There's a campaign that's kind of gaining momentum against Rosebank at the moment. It's UK-wide. We're also working with partners in Norway and across the world as well, because the company that's behind Rosebank is Equinor, which is owned by the Norwegian state. So we've been running digital actions against Equinor with Norwegian partners. We've been running actions with MPs and MSPs. We've got a petition with 150,000 signatures on it already. If you've not signed it, you can come and talk to us, and we've got a QR code to it today. There's loads of different ways for people to join the campaign. It's a really like nice space and encouraging space to be in as well. Last year we managed to get Cambo paused. Just last week, another oil field that is being proposed by Equinor was also paused, called Wisting in Norway. So like if we come together and work together on this, we can definitely stop Rosebank from going ahead as well. It's a really important project. It's a symbol for like new oil and gas in the north, and all over the North Sea. So yeah, it's a really important campaign. Please come and talk to me and Sarah about it later. We've back there with the roses and lots of flyers and stickers. There's loads of ways that you can take action and like join the campaign, join a welcome call. So yeah, come and chat to us.
Hi everyone, I'm Liz from Global Justice Now. Please do come and see us at our stall as well. We're an activist-based social justice campaigning organisation with a global perspective. So we've got local groups, a network of local groups across the UK, volunteer activists. We've got a really active youth activist network. And we work here in the UK to highlight, but with campaigning allies and partners in the Global South, to particularly our campaigns highlight the broken global economic system that is putting profit before the lives of people and the planet. So you'll see, if you come to our stall, you'll see more information about our campaign. We're part of a global movement calling and getting more and more traction, calling for climate reparations. So to tax the fossil fuel companies, for example, and the rich countries making the reparations that are due to the communities and the countries of the Global South that are absolutely on the front line of the climate crisis, despite having played so little part, almost no part in many cases, in causing it. You'll also find information about our campaign, which is around global vaccine equity, because the pandemic has really exposed the inequality in access to affordable medicines around the world, and particularly in the Global South. And the patent system is one of the things that has made has had a really negative impact on that. So control of the supply of vaccines by the pharmaceutical companies who've made enormous profits during the course of the pandemic has meant that many people in the Global South countries have yet to even have a first vaccine, whereas people in the richer countries, most of us, if we want them, have had 2 vaccines and at least 1 booster now. So we have a campaign, again, part of a global People's Vaccine Alliance campaign, calling for a waiver of the intellectual property rules. We've got information about our other campaigns. We campaign against trade deals that are particularly climate-wrecking trade deals like the Energy Charter Treaty, having some real success on that at the moment. We've got, as I said, we've got local groups. We've got an event, an activist event coming up here in Edinburgh and online, a hybrid event for activists in Scotland on the 10th of December, where we'll have more information about our campaigns and ways to get involved, and a chance to meet other people interested in the same issues. So we have a flyer about that as well. So please do come and see us.
Hi, I'm Ian. I'm from Palestine Action. We're a direct action network, and we're invested in targeting companies in the United Kingdom who are directly complicit in Israel's military occupation and colonization of Palestine and the ethnic cleansing of its people. So to date, our primary target has been Elbit & Co., who are Israel's largest privately owned weapons manufacturer in England primarily, and they produce the drones and the missiles that are marketed as battle-tested on Palestinians. But we also have places in Scotland that we target, affiliated organisations like Thales. So if you are interested in ending our complicity in Israeli apartheid, come and see our stall. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Beck. I'm from Edinburgh Refugee Sponsorship Circle. We're a local community group that is resettling refugees from war-torn countries to Edinburgh. Oh. Sorry. And we set up in 2020, and so far we have resettled 1 family of 6 from Syria into the Edinburgh community. And basically what we do is we act as the local authority in resettling a family into Edinburgh, so locating a house, working with landlords to try and find sustainable rent and long-term housing solutions, which is a huge problem now. The social housing sector is just a bit stretched. We help with English, ESOL, getting into education, just everything, and it's all a community effort. And so we really believe that safe and dignified routes to safety are part of the wider scheme of supporting people fleeing war-torn countries and in a dignified way, and also in the power of community groups. I think that hundreds, if not thousands of people have donated to us so far to help support this one family, which is such a powerful message, and it's such a beautiful scheme to be a part of. So you can come and see us. We're currently, at the moment, going to be resettling a second family in January, and we've got some flyers that you can donate to our cause. And if you're interested in getting involved in community sponsorship, it really is a fantastic way to support the wider cause of promoting human rights. So thank you.
Huge thank you to all our activist groups for coming and joining us today. Please do, everyone, go have a chat with them, find out more, get to know them a bit better, and yeah, come back for all the rest of our events at the last day of the Radical Book Fair 2022. Thank you so much.